Hi, welcome to Therapy Through Cards. In today's reading, we're going to be having a look at messages from your spirit guides or your spirit team. Okay, we have 3 piles today for you guys to choose from. We've got pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So use your intuition, whatever pile stands out for you. That will be the pile with your messages. So let's get into it. Let's see what messages are coming through for you guys. Okay, so let's go with pile number 1 first. Okay, so pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose this beautiful, oh my god, I love this deck. The Woodland Wardens deck with the love heart. Isn't it beautiful? So what I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to shuffle on camera for you guys to just show you guys the magic and the cards that come out. I will channel if I feel drawn to do so. So let's see. All right, I've got a number of decks here that I'm going to pull from. Let's have a look. What do your spirit guides and spirit team have to say? What is the messages that are coming through? And if I feel drawn to just, pull more than one card, I will do that with one deck. What I'm going to do is I'm going to channel and see if I can pick up anything while I shuffle your decks. That's funny. Spirit just said to me that you guys have been going through some crazy times. That just came up. Spirit was like, crazy times. So that's interesting, because when your spirit guide or your spirit team work with you heavenly, like they connect with you deeply and work with you, is in times of stress, in times of chaos. So it's interesting that your spirit guides mention that. So we'll have a little look about, maybe we'll find out how you guys are going to get out of this chaos, or where this chaos is leading, because I think chaos is beautiful. I think the only way to find our purpose or what is really meant for us is through chaos. And it's interesting, I got the angel deck for this reading, and we need angels right now, especially because I'm talking about spirit guides and spirit team. So let's have a look at your angel. And I'm sensing a lot of you guys are just feeling, I'm just going to be honest, guys, feeling the chaos or the burden of something. And we'll see kind of what this is about, because Spirit here is saying with the intuition card that you may need to tap into your intuition a little bit more. All right, I feel like there are some things that are hidden from you, some things that you don't know about. Like, I'm getting, Spirit's just giving me this image, okay, of a lot of people talking behind your back. All right, for this group. And it's interesting how we got the risk card. So we'll see. And a lot of your cards, can you see all them? Not really, I have to move them over. A lot of your cards are not flying out of the deck. And that to me indicates that this is going to be a little bit of a harder read for me. I mean, the messages, not with receiving messages, but just because I just feel like things are being hidden from you, things are being kept from you. Look at this, I can't even get, usually, oh, here we are. One card flew out. Let's have a look. So when a card does fly out and it's faced up, it just means that it wants to be seen. Okay, let's get a few more cards before I get into reading, okay? But yeah, far out, Spirit, this is interesting, kind of fun. I don't know, like, some of you guys may not be of age or anything, but Spirit's just giving me nightclubs, parties, like the city, the town. I don't know, it's just it's what Spirit's giving me in terms of vision. So some of you guys may be party animals, you may be busy going out, you may just be involved with a lot of social groups. But I feel that, like, there are some dramas. And your spirit team want to help you in some way, like to bring to your awareness something that is going on behind your back, which is very different to what I usually pick up in my reading. So we'll have a look. We'll have a little look about what's going on behind your back. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see what you can see. Look at all those bright cards. Aren't they beautiful? All right, I'm going to give you one more card and then we'll get into it. Try not to move the camera. Okay, so you've seen me shuffle all on camera. I know it takes a bit of a process, but I just want to shuffle so you guys can see that I don't pick the cards for the readings. I don't know whether people do that, but I just want to show you that these cards are completely spirit choosing them. But for some reason, it's really hard. They're not flying out. Usually they fly out. So you're being kept from some messages or something. Someone or some people are not telling you something. You know, there is some sneaky stuff going on. And I just feel that for this group. I don't want to say it's bad or anything, but your spirit team are with you, and let's have a look. Let's turn them over. We've got risk. Let's turn them over. Let's see them all. Oh, look at this. We have release guilt, shitting rainbows kind of day. So, yeah, look at the cloud there, pile number 1. Look at that dark cloud. You're just sitting on a dark cloud. Yeah, that is the kind of energy I'm feeling. But what is beautiful is that you have 2 rainbows. Okay, you have 2 rainbows. That's like, that is your luck coming through, okay, to solve this situation. So we got, all right. Yeah. I'm just turning them all over. 6 of Wands. Wow. And the Divine Masculine. Okay, first of all, pile number 1. With the Baba Yoga, the wise and wild woman, all right, the duality and the witch, there is something going on. I just feel it. I feel it within me. Like, you're not being seen something or shown something or given some sort of truth. And this is just something I've channeled before I even look at your cards. Okay, and it's kind of like spirit is telling you that if you do not switch on your intuition, and it's interesting because we've got the intuition card here with the bat and we've got the witch. I would say intuition energy is with these 2 cards together, connected. Okay, in a reading, I usually get a card that signifies the listener or whoever is receiving the reading. But for you guys, I don't get that. All right, I don't get that at all. With this witch card, this is your spirit guide. 100%. Okay. And she is wise, and she is quite a bit of a wild woman. It's interesting because we've got the duality card. So she is wild, but she is also very, very wise and sensible. And it's so lovely to see this pile number 1. I want to see if you can see. I'm going to point it. You've got the wise, and then you've got wisdom. Basically the same thing. And we've got a cake. The 6 of Wands here is all about recognition. It is about being seen. It is about achievement, you know, achievement for your efforts in something that you are leading. You know, people are looking up to you. You are recognized in some way due to the experience that you've gone through. But with this 6 of Wands, I get a totally different energy. Totally different energy. Yes, it is about celebration. Just because we have a cake here, we have 7 wands. Someone is blowing out those candles. But the energy of this card is, it's your environment, it's your social situation. I seriously feel that some of you guys are out and about, you're with groups of people, you're partying, you're having fun, you are just a lot of social occasions. That's what I'm getting here. Maybe you guys have large friend groups. You are interacting with a lot of people with this group. This is what I'm feeling here. So with the wisdom of experience is that all these social occasions is giving you some experience. But with this wise and wild woman, there is something going on behind your back with the duality. Duality is like, it's almost like the shadow aspects. What you can't see. It's almost like the image that Spirit's giving to me is, when it's daytime, you can't see the moon, not all the time. I feel for some reason that there is something going to be illuminated. And you're the only one that is going to find this out or be aware of it or to understand it. And your spirit guides are guiding you to do that. I feel like that's why you have the witch as one of your spirit guides. I really do. And look below the witch, power number 1. Can you see the hawk? We have focus. There is something that needs your attention and your focus. Let me show you here. It says, choose your priorities and eliminate all distractions. You're being distracted from the truth. You're being distracted from the truth. Something that needs your attention. And if you do not switch on your intuition, you're at risk for something. I don't want to sound like this is something really dangerous or anything. I don't sense that. I'm just sensing that someone is taking advantage of you in some way. And you're going to be learning about yourself, and you're going to become aware of this. If you tap into your intuition, with a shitting rainbows kind of day, releasing guilt. I wonder if there is some guilt that is within you. Like, are you feeling guilty about a situation? Okay, Spirit just channeled something as well. Okay. Let's get into that. So we have the 4th house, the roots, which is all about your family home, your background, your comfort, your inner world, your shelter, your habits. It's a very, how do I say it? It's your comfort card. It's where you feel comfortable. And for some reason, I just feel with the distraction cards, you are ignoring your priorities, something deeper within you. Okay, with the tradition card and the nostalgia and the reflection, it kind of makes me feel that there is a longing. There's a longing for something in the past. There is a longing, like, it's almost like you're putting on a mask, power number 1. All right, you're putting on a mask. You're becoming more of your masculine energy here with the divine masculine. Okay. And intuition is not part of the masculine energy. It is your feminine energy that will help you get in touch with your intuition. But you are distracted with this divine masculine energy because I feel that it makes you feel comfortable in some way with the 4th house. Because it's just about, going back to your roots and feeling comfortable. We've got a bed there. Can you see a bed? And I honestly feel for some of you, you may not be feeling comfortable. You may not be feeling like you have a stable home life or a stable environment, because the images that Spirit is giving me as I'm channeling is just a crazy nightlife. Like you're out of your home. You're not in your home. You'll do anything to not have do not be at home. That's the sense I'm getting here. So something that's going on at home that is making you want to go out and be with other people that may prove to be a distraction from what you really need to focus on, of what's going on at home. Oh my God. Oh, sorry. I just saw something. I just thought that those two birds were the same. It's interesting because they are, you've got a, I feel like that's an eagle and that's a hawk, but they basically look like they look the same and they're standing the same. You, pile number 1, are protected by the switch here, Baba Yoga. That is part of your spirit guides, and they're wanting you to get in touch with your feminine energy, your intuition. They really want you to focus on creating a safe space, or what's going on at home. I just sense that. Because if you don't, there is some sort of risk here with the risk card. The more you do not get in touch with your intuition and release the guilt that you feel, there is some sort of guilt that is being caused by the home environment. And Spirit wants you here with the nostalgia and the reflection to not push it down and to acknowledge it and to reflect, because that is part of your feminine energy. We've got tradition and roots. I mean, that's basically the same thing. Something is not being dealt with, and I feel like it's to do with your family. I think it's to do with the situation at home. It's making you feel uncomfortable and you're running away, okay? I know this sounds quite not the most positive message, but the wise and the wild woman, like, she is wild and she's aware of her wild side, and I know that you guys are very capable of expressing your wild side. But she's also saying that, you know, this is, be wild, be crazy, go out and do things that, you know, maybe you know that aren't the best for you, but they're just your coping mechanisms, because maybe the people at home or your home environment is just absolutely crap and hurting you and painful, and the people around you are toxic. So you're just going to go out and try to find comfort elsewhere. And that's where I'm getting the wild woman. But here, she is trying to say that, yes, go out and do that, but be careful. Make sure that you find, it's almost like find the answers of what you're trying to ignore through this experience that you're going through the coping mechanisms. And when I say coping mechanisms, I mean it's just basically you giving yourself some sort of relief because something in your childhood, let me say, I don't know why childhood, I'm saying childhood because we got roots, but there is something definitely from your upbringing or just your security is jeopardized and you're breaking out and your behavior is being a little bit reckless, and Spirit's like, that's fine because we all need to learn lessons and we need to grow, and that's how we become wise with the wisdom of experience. But it's just like, okay, make sure that you are reflecting here on your experiences so that you can learn from them. Switch on your intuition, because if you're going out and engaging in behaviors and experiences that seriously serve no spiritual purpose, that you're just engaging in without thinking or without using your intuition and without trying to understand yourself, then that's going to prove to be more dangerous to yourself. And when I mean you're not listening to your intuition, Spirit's kind of giving me right now, it's like you're going along with the crowd, or you're going along with other people and what they expect of you or want from you. And it's like, how the hell do you know that that's right for you? You need to start listening to yourself and becoming comfortable within your inner world, so you don't have to rely on everyone else but yourself, because relying on other people is going to cause so many more issues, so much more discomfort, so much more instability. How the hell do you know that other people can provide to you what you really need if you don't know what you really need? Or if you're not attending to your inner garden. When I say inner garden, it's like your inner world with the duality here. It's like the duality for me here is, it's just giving me this meaning of internalizing your external environment or experiences or world and connecting it back to who you are and learning from those experiences, learning from your environment. Let's get some more cards. I know this is a very, this is a different kind of energy, but it's so important, guys. With the hook and focus and choose your priority, eliminate all distractions. This is what your spirit team wants you to do. They want you to eliminate what isn't good for you, because I feel like some of you guys are involved with some people or with some situations that are not going to give you what you're seeking. There is some sort of energy here where you're running away from problems that may not even be your fault, or energies that may not have anything to do with you, but you're just like, what the hell, I don't want to be around that. So I'm going to go out and just find yourself. That is it. This is crazy. I love this so much. It's almost like you guys are going to get lost to find yourself. And that is what wisdom of experience is all about. And with the witch here, the wise and the wild woman, it's like you will become so wise, part number one. So wise. Because you have gone through some wild stuff. And you know, it's really interesting. I kind of get here the word hellbore. I don't know why the hell is coming through, because you have been through hell. Or some of you are going through hell. It's almost like a rebellious energy as well. It's like, for some reason, I'm getting some of you are like, screw you, or I don't need to be around you. I'm going to go out and do whatever I want because I wasn't given the care and the attention and the comforting that I needed. There's something like that. But your spirit guides are coming in with a message, and they're saying that, yes, you can go out and be rebellious. You can be this distorted masculine energy. This is beautiful, because I told you we had the divine masculine, and you've got a lot of masculine energy in here, and it's because you're protecting yourself. You're not wanting to go within and to reflect on possibly the pain or the uncomfortability or the situations that you're like, no, I don't want to be a part of that. But when you use your masculine energy to protect yourself and to ignore what's going on within you, okay? And the only thing I feel like you're ignoring, because it's just maybe a little bit, you're not at that healing space. I mean, healing comes in so many different stages, guys. Like, you can only heal once you really switch on your intuition and once you go within. And I think that's what your spirit guides are trying to say here. They're trying to say, if you don't switch on your intuition here with the bat, and if you don't really see what's going on with your actions, because I feel like your actions are a little bit reckless. That's what I'm getting here, a little bit reckless. That's what the distorted masculine is all about. I feel here, look how chaotic this picture is. Am I like, this is your energy. This is crazy. It's like there's a bank, there's a police, there's a city, there's a watch in the sky. And there's this man who's just constantly like disheveled, and there's bricks everywhere, and it's like, I feel there's this kind of like a tank. This, and it's interesting because this card landed on the risk card. So this is what your life will turn into if you do not internalize the lessons. Internalize the experiences that you're going through and learn the lessons. So when I was saying at the beginning of this reading, pile number 1, that there is something being hidden from you, this is you. This is you not revealing to yourself that, or ignoring, going within and really choosing your priorities here. There is a priority that needs to be looked at. And I swear it's to do with your 4th house, because we got tradition. And it may be hard. Maybe you don't even want to go there. But Spirit's saying here that there is this requirement with your spirit team, is like to release guilt. Maybe there is some guilt that you're feeling and you're like, you know, I don't even want to go there. Don't even want to feel it. I'm just going to go and party and ignore it. Or it doesn't even have to be party. It could just be other coping strategies. Just so you don't have to, just so you're being distracted from the truth. And it's not about distracting. It is about learning from experiences, learning from your actions, learning from the wild and the chaos, so that you can become wise. And that is what you're here to do. Like, seriously, when for some reason Spirit just told me like street smart, you guys are you can become so streetwise. You can become I feel for some reason, pile number 1, Spirit was just saying rough around the edges. Like, you guys have come from events that maybe not everyone will experience in their lifetime, but there is just so much strength that can come from there, so much learning and teaching. And let's get a few more intuitive messages before we close up your reading. But the main theme for you guys is just to become more aware, to expand your awareness. And that comes through using more of your feminine energy with the intuition and the wisdom. And paying attention, guys, paying attention, becoming aware of maybe what distractions that you are participating in, and then being like, hey, okay, so I'm distracting myself with this because I don't want to feel this, or I don't want to deal with that. And then you're like, okay, wait, maybe I do need to deal with this. What is the lesson? What am I learning? How can I grow? And the only way that you're going to know those answers is going within yourself and figuring out what you want, and not going by what everyone else wants you to do or be. Like, this is a real becoming lost to find yourself. And when you find yourself and learn about yourself, that is wisdom. That is wisdom to the core. Let's get you one of these little cards. And I'm feeling quite sick in my belly, like nauseated. So some of you guys may be feeling a little bit nauseated. Maybe you guys ate a bit too much food, or you ate like something too extreme, okay? Coping mechanism. We want to get out of that. Okay, let's have a little look at your intuitive messages before we wrap your reading. Think before you speak. Your words will determine your success. With intentional speaking, your actions will flow. So how are you speaking to yourself? Start to pay attention to the words that you speak, you know? What is your inner dialogue? Are you even aware of that with the intuition card there? Okay, let's have a look. Oh, I was talking about you going with the crowd, wasn't I? And look what we've got here. Think outside the box. You were not meant to follow the crowd. And the crowd is part of the distraction, pile number one. You need to start to go within yourself. You need to start to ask yourself whether, why am I hanging out with that person? Or why am I doing this action? I feel like that is what's going to burst. That is what's going to come to your attention. That is what's going to get rid of this distorted masculine energy. And it's funny because we got the divine masculine energy, all right? And masculine energy, there's nothing wrong with it. But when it's tied with the distorted masculine energy, it just tells me that the masculine energy is not healthy for you right now. So you need to think outside the box, which I just feel like is you accessing your awareness with actions and people and situations that you're engaging in that may not be healthy. To live a more meaningful life, we have to connect with our emotions. How can you better do this? Wow, okay? And it definitely is connected with the fourth house roots. There is some deep attachments, maybe some deep bonds where your emotions may not be aware or dealt with or acknowledged. And that acknowledgement is what's going to lead to you being being free from this box emotionally. So listening to your intuition, pile number one, will help you better connect with your emotions, or with some feelings or some deep ties due to your home or your background here with the roots card. So with the roots, I also associate that with your attachments from really early on in your life. So this is some attachments or some emotions that are still with you that are probably from a long time ago. And that is because why we have the tradition. There is this nostalgia, meaning you need to connect back with your past emotions. You need to reflect on them and you need to deal with them. Let's have a look at this card. Yes, look at that. You know what's so beautiful about that image is because I associate water to represent emotions, all right? That it's what the symbol of water represents. Your emotions, anything hidden, your feelings. And look at the way that lady is embracing. She's like, I'm free. So maybe there is this real desire to express your emotions or to express this guilt that we have here. So how number one, I want to leave on a positive note, okay? I want you guys to start to become more aware of who you're hanging around, why you're doing certain actions, okay? Because a lot of time we don't even realize why we're doing something. We're like, oh, okay, I'll engage with that just because our friends are doing it or because we want to feel accepted or appreciated or we want to be part of something. And this is where you need to sort of become more aware of, like, is it really serving me? And I feel like it's going to be triggering certain issues that you've pushed down that you need to deal with. And what the positive note that I'm leaving you on is once you kind of start to get in touch with your internal world and face what does not serve you, is you're going to become more authentic. You're going to become more true to yourself. And you're going to become much more stronger and wiser and embrace your wild woman energy here. I feel that for some reason in like a couple of years you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, oh my god, I am so glad that I had those experiences. I'm so glad that I made all those mistakes or I engaged in those behaviors, because I would not be where I am. I would not know certain aspects about myself or what I want or who I am without going through all that, because it is about learning the lessons. It's about growing and growth, and that is really highlighted in your reading. It's like in the next couple years you will seriously be so much more aware and be able to help other people. So start to connect with your intuition, pile number 1. So that was your reading from your spirit guides and your spirit team. I know it was a little bit heavy. If there was anything that resonated, feel free to leave a comment. I do private readings, so if you guys feel like a private reading, go to therapythroughcards.com. Okay, so pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. So what do your spirit guides and your spirit team have to say to you? What messages do they want to get your attention with? So what I'm going to do is I am going to shuffle on camera for all your decks. I've got so many decks here. So while I do that, I will tap into your energy and we'll see what's coming through. Pile number 1 was pretty heavy, but very, very necessary. So I'm so interested to see what your energy is all about. So immediately we have a card that's come out face up, wants to be seen. So your messages are probably going to come in pretty strong, pretty vivid for me. Let's have a look. Let me see, let me feel. I want to get into your energy. I want to feel it. Okay, Spirit just said to me, break away. There's something that you're breaking away from. That's really interesting. I don't know whether I want to share that, what Spirit just said. Like you're breaking away from piles of crap. That gives me such a vivid image in my brain, but piles of crap. So I don't know, is there clutter? Is there things that you're I don't know, if I just feel like there is unnecessary okay, Spirit did say belonging, so I don't know what that's all about. We'll get the cards, but there are some belongings that need to go. What is that about? You'll know what that's about if that resonates for you. But okay, Spirit did say boundaries. Okay, just tapping into your energy still. I like to lay out all the cards together. I just want to make sure that you can see that. Just gonna adjust the camera. There we go. Okay, Spirit did give me a vision of someone out of breath, someone really struggling to breathe. It's almost like a panic attack or a heaviness, like overwhelmed. Like are some of you guys overwhelmed? Are some of you guys stressed? There is that kind of energy coming through. So we will see. I'm just going to get a few more cards. Okay, this is so interesting. I'm getting so many auditory messages for you. Yeah, Spirit just told me taken away. Taken away. Were you taken away? Was something taken away from you? If we're talking about a possession, there may be a possession that was taken away from you. Or it could have been, it doesn't have to be a possession, it could be just something meaningful to you. And I feel like it tore you apart, or I feel like it really made you stressed. Oh my God. What could have it been, pile number 2? What was taken away from you that was really distressing? I'm just getting vivid nightmares. I'm getting, oh God. It's okay. We will see. We will see what this is about, and we'll see what Spirit has to say in order to kind of get through this. Ooh, okay. All right. Let's go with these two. Let's turn all your cards over. Let's see what was taken away from you, because it's very interesting that Spirit's given me that. And I just want to adjust this camera. It's absolutely loose and I need to fix it up. Okay. So, this energy is intense. What is taken away from you? Why does Spirit keep telling me that? Okay. Oh. So we've got the Three of Swords, radio, unexpected revelation. Okay, give me a second. All right. So pile number 2. I immediately feel here. Oh God. Okay. Can you see this card? It says murdered mantra. Earth school lessons suck. Just the word murdered makes me feel very, very, like uncomfortable. So I feel here with the murdered mantra and the unexpected revelation, that was something that felt like, just like something had been murdered. I'm theoretically saying, I'm not saying that anyone was murdered. I'm just saying that's what this experience or this feeling felt like. Can you see this lady? She's like, I don't know what the hell was taken away from you, but we'll keep getting some cards to figure that out, because I don't know why I really want to figure that out for you, but you will know what it is. Maybe I don't need to know. So let's see. There is so much introverted energy here. And when I say that, I mean, this is all about your internal world. This is all about your internal world. There is a lot going on within inside of you. We've got the self-interest. We've got introspection. We've got resonating. And we've got reflections, dreams, visions. Maybe some of you guys are having some, like I said, did I say nightmares for you guys? I just sense like some really vivid dreams of the past. Okay. All right, Spirit. So let's see exactly a little bit about, because I want to feel exactly what you're here to do. Like, I feel with the life purpose, there is a purpose that you have with you. When you get the life purpose in a reading, it's like your spirit guides and spirit is saying, like, you have a purpose. Some of you guys may know what that purpose is, or what I'm also getting is that this painful experience, or what was taken away from you, is going to lead you to your life purpose. Because usually when we figure out what our life purpose is, it comes from a time period of pain. It does. It really, really does. Most of the time, you are not thrown into your life purpose without this big revelation, which is what we've got here, unexpected revelation. So yeah. And with the self-interest card and the introspection, it's like, once you go through this painful experience, I feel like some of you are already going through this. And this thing that was taken away from you has made you go within yourself, made you start to reflect. Because look at this, we have visions, reflections, and we've got appreciate the beauty inside and all around you. There is so much beauty within you. And it's funny because, can you see what spirit does to me, like in my readings, is spirit will get a little bit of a color out of a card and put it in another card. It's kind of like just to tell me that those two cards are connected. So I can see here with the swan, there is a bit of purple from this archangel Jeremiel. I think that's how you say it. So you do have an archangel with you, right? He's trying to make you pay attention to your vision and your dreams, and encouraging you to reflect on this painful experience, because there is something really, really beautiful that's going to come from it. But spirit just keeps telling me something was taken away from you. And it's felt like left you really left you in a state of, I don't know, I'm going to say meaninglessness, or like, what do I do now? Or where do I go? And this was a lesson here with the Earth School lessons suck. So you're learning the lesson. And I feel like if you guys have already gone through this, you have learned your lesson. That is what the main theme here in your reading is. The lesson that you're learning from this painful experience, or the thing that's been taken away from you, is part of your life purpose. It was to lead you towards your life purpose. But in order for you guys to do that, it's your spirit team are like, you know, you need to go and appreciate all this beauty that is within you. There is something that you're going to resonate with the 8 of coins here. Once you activate your inner world here with reflections and visions and dreams, once you go within with the self-interest, you're going to find something that resonates with you with the whale song. Okay, the whale song is beautiful. I feel like whales are so ancient and old, and they've been on this planet for so long. I sense here with the whale song, it's like you getting in touch with your like your oh my god, like for some reason I'm feeling like there is something within you that has been there all along, but you just haven't really accessed it yet. And that's what you're going to be accessing, basically, with the talent and the skills with the 8 of Pentacles. So this deck, this tarot deck, is a tarot oracle combined. So it doesn't necessarily just mean the 8 of Pentacles by itself. It's actually oracle. So I like to read what it says. And it says talent and skills. And this is part of your purpose, pile number 2. So some sort of talent and skill is going to shine forth and resonate with you. But it's going to be through this introspective period where you're kind of like reflecting on your dreams. You may be seeing visions. You may be really opening your third eye. This is all about your spiritual awakening here with Archangel Jeremiah. And it's interesting because we've got purple here as well. So I feel like, it's just so funny, like these cards are connected as well, just because of the color synchronicity here with the purple. So the more that you appreciate your dreams and your reflections and your visions and your internal world, you're going to start to realize what your true life purpose is. That is if you haven't already been there. And I feel like some of you haven't. Some of you guys don't know what your life purpose is. But if you already do, this is really just clarification of keep your inner world rich and pay attention to it, because I feel like it's such a big part of you. All right, learning lessons, becoming more like psychic. We all have psychic abilities, and for you, it's really important for you to appreciate. You may have really strong gifts with your psychic abilities. You may actually have a real gift. I feel like that is if you already know what your life purpose is. And it's from acting. It's acting, you know. I think that your psychic gifts will help you with your life purpose, with understanding harsh experiences. Let's get some other cards. Let's see. Oh, God. Okay, pile number 2. Let's get some other cards. Ooh, they're popping out. So these are my intuitive messages. Okay, that is way too many. Ah. Oh, did you just see that one that is faced up? Can you see it? Look at that. So we have 3 for you. Look at this. You can talk and receive messages from Spirit Lesson. Yes, some of you guys can. And if you can't, it's about accessing that. Especially if you've just gone through something that feels like a murder, right? Within your heart. Your spirit team want to come in with you and help support you and say that this is part of the journey towards your life purpose, because we have congratulations, what a win. Can you see that? Congratulations. I just feel like that's you figure out what your purpose is. And then you've got you are not stuck. There are many options. Open your heart and feel the right one. That's beautiful, because like the whale song is about going within and opening your heart here with the life purpose. Like it's accessing ancient knowledge, ancient wisdom. Like everything, it's even awakening your consciousness to your purpose. And it's about feeling. It's feeling exactly what feels right for you, because it's on the talent and skills. So there is an option, a sense, guys, that is really beneficial. It's like, wow, I have this skill, or wow, I have this talent. And it wasn't able to become aware of without this painful lesson here, or this Three of Swords energy. I'm going to say it was an experience, because it just feels like that. And it's awaken your connection with spirit. It's awaken your connection with your spirit, guys. So don't ever view painful experiences as like, oh, I wish I never had that experience. I wish I never had to go through that. Because if you didn't go through that, and I don't want to say that you should go through really horrible situations or circumstances, but if you can learn through them and grow and understand that it's redirection towards a higher purpose, then there is something really beautiful about that, and it should be appreciated here with the swan. And I feel that's the energy, like with the swan, it's just going to be so graceful. There's going to be this period of you know, and I also sense, guys, with the symbol of the swan, it is a very sad, I just sense sadness from a swan. They're so beautiful and graceful, but there is this sadness I sense from them. But the way that they carry themselves is just so graceful. So yeah. So pile number 2, that was your reading, okay? I hope you got something out of it. If you felt like it resonated, please leave a comment, subscribe. I am doing private readings. So go to therapythroughcards.com to book a private reading. I'd love to work with your energy. Okay, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose this deck, this beautiful deck, the Citron. It's almost like a mountain, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle on camera. I'm going to get in touch with your energy. We're going to see what spirit or your spirit guides have to tell you, what messages want to come through. We'll read the energies. Yeah, let me tap in, let me channel. I've got so many decks here for you guys, so I'm going to really get in depth. The last 2 groups have been quite heavy, but you know, I'm just going to read the energies. I'm not going to make these light and fluffy, and I just want to be real. I want to be real for you guys, and I want to not, like, how do I say it, sugarcoat, you know? Like, I'm not that type of person. But I just try to make sure that you guys can grow from my readings. That's what I just hope, that you can take something away from it. And look at that, I'm talking about growth, and then we've got St. Bridget, fire, growth, passion. So you guys are probably already well acquainted with growth in your life. Maybe you've gone through some growth. But nonetheless, there is quite a bit of passion and fire. Okay, I'm just getting some tarot. Let me tap in. Let's see what comes out. That's weird. Spirit just said making a great impression. Are some of you guys making a great impression? Spirit did say missing piece. I don't know what that's about, but we'll have a look. Is there a missing piece? I don't feel compelled to do reversals in this reading today. Sometimes I feel like it, sometimes I don't. But yeah. Okay, this is interesting. So Spirit's telling me, pile number 3, that maybe you felt like something was missing in your life. But the reason is that I feel like you've found the missing piece. You found the missing piece for you guys. And immediately when we find what's missing in our life, that can really cause this surge of passion within us. And I feel like that's what's happened for you guys, which is interesting. I want to make sure that you see the cards here. Okay, we've got quite a few cards, and I do sometimes get more than one card in a certain deck if I feel compelled to do so. So it's almost like you found the missing piece with some sort of situation or something that you may have felt a little bit stuck in, and it's turned the wheel in your favor, and it's caused change and action. So that's good. That's exciting, guys. But I'm saying that what triggered this momentum or this inspiration for change and for action was growth, basically. There is something that you've learnt about yourself, or there is Spirit's telling me like you found the answer, which is kind of helped you with this missing piece. But I want to kind of see what this missing piece is all about. But let's get some more cards first. Make sure that you can see them in the camera. I'll have to shuffle them over. I will get more cards if I feel like I want to clarify anything, but let's just see. Let's just see. You only got one tarot card, but I will put some more if I feel compelled to do so. So I always look at the cards that have turned over first because they want to be seen. I call them the pick me. So you have encourages, see the potential in, clarifies, giving hope to, tempers, responds, cycle, grow, realizes. Yeah, so see the potential in, and I feel like you have realized something. And because we've got allowing, you've allowed something in your life because you realized. We'll see what this allowing is all about. Let's turn over all your cards. The 6 of Cups. Oh, that's funny. The 6 of Cups. Is that really the 6 of Cups that we see? This is my Tarot Oracle card deck, and it can get a little confusing because they're combining Oracle and Tarot messages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is definitely the 6 of Cups. So, allowing something from your past. 6 of Cups is it is a good energy. On its own, the 6 of Cups is about like, hey, I am reflecting basically on good moments, good memories that happened in the past. For some reason, your present has triggered memories of the past. So I'm sensing that this missing piece was to do in the past. And for some reason, I feel like you put it to rest. It's interesting because like if I was to look at that cupboard, I would be like, hey, there's a cup missing. And she's opening up the cupboard and she's like, oh, where's the other cup? That's what I'm sensing here. So we've got question marks. It's like question. But I'm sensing that you're now allowing that, maybe there will be a missing cup, and that's okay. I sense that you're either accepting that there is something from your past that will never be resolved, that will never ever be, you will never be able to find answers. That's the vibe I'm getting here. But that is amazing. It's amazing. Like the fact that you're allowing the... let's see a little bit more. What did you get? You got the devotion. Oh, you got the moon cycles, friendship, psychic abilities. Beautiful. We have friendship here. So maybe this was a friendship of the past. I sense like this is such a youthful energy as well. With the friendship card and devotion, you were devoted to a relationship, guys, in the past. I just sense that it didn't really go anywhere. But my whole point of bringing this up is that you have put it to rest or something, or you've moved on. Like, can you see this sheep? This sheep is moving in the direction of this owl, and this owl is all about wisdom. So you've moved along and you're like, you know, yeah, this person is no longer in my life, but I'm okay with that. There's definitely closure here, and that is real growth. And I'm so proud of you, pile number 3, for this. Because we have devotion to a relationship in the past that is missing in your present right now, as we can see. And you have put that to rest because we have the wisdom. And it's funny because the sheep and the owl, they're moving in the direction of this antelope, which is all about nourishment. Can you read that? Nourishment. So you are nourished in some way. There is this it's so beautiful. And above the nourishment is the passion, the growth, and the fire. There's almost like this release of being held back by your past. And your spirit team are coming in and saying, you know, because you've done this, because you have worked through this. Let me, how do I want to put it? Work through maybe this empty part in yourself or emptiness. Okay. I feel like whatever this past relationship that didn't work out, yeah, it left an emptiness within yourself. Let's have a look at your center card, because your center card is very important. Conflict, unrest, hostilities. No way. No way. So I'm saying no way because, yeah, this was some sort of friendship or relationship that did have conflict. That was uncomfortable. Unrest, it just means that there was something that wasn't put to rest. Hostile, okay? But you have put it to rest. Well, that is what your spirit team are trying to say that is going to happen in the future. If it hasn't happened yet, then this is like, you guys should be pretty happy about this. Just the fact that you have the capacity, and I think because you are quite psychic with the Archangel Haniel, you actually are going to allow your psychic abilities to help you through this, through whatever past relationship, like whatever conflict it caused for you. Let's have a look at here. This is a very basic, simple message from your spirit guides, pile number 3. So we'll get some more cards, and we'll see what else they have to say, but this is very to the point. We have the Devil in Drag Identity Crisis 10, and it is with the Wheel of Fortune change and action. This is great. Okay, I know the Devil in tarot isn't the best energy, but here it's like there is this identity shift because of the growth that you're going through. I feel like you guys are going to start to become a different person. And I know that it says identity crisis, but you've got it with the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is a very positive energy. And if it's upright, it's like you finally initiated the wheel to turn in your favor, and it's to do with your identity. Maybe the past personal relationship really held onto you and who you were. I feel like maybe some of you guys were still this past self or holding on to the past, and it really reflected within your identity. But now that there is this growth and there's this passion and this fire, The fire and the passion is coming through resolving this conflict. You guys are going to become a new person. You guys are going to have a new identity, and it's really, really exciting. And that is what I'm going to look further into. Let's get a little bit about this new you. You know, this new fire and this new passion and this new growth. Yeah. Like, what is this change now? Like, now, what, who will you decide to become? For some reason, that's what Spirit's telling me. So let's see. Let's get you a few cards and we'll see the energies. Okay, we'll see the energies. All right. I got the Innovator. Aquarius. Some of you guys may be an Aquarius. You may be an air sign. Let's have a little look. What other cards do I want? Let's see. I'm going to choose this one. Okay, I'll get you 2 more cards. You're definitely going to be transforming into just a new version of yourself, which is very, very exciting. Let's get you one more tarot card. This is my movie tarot. My movie tarot. Ah! That's way too many. I'm not going to give you 3 tarot. Okay, let's start with these 4 cards and then we'll get you some intuitive messages. So we have the High Priestess. Of course you're going to be turning into the High Priestess. You have psychic ability. Why not? Well, feminine influence, inner guidance, the High Priestess. That is you. That is your future you. Okay, and it's funny how we've got the Aquarius. We've got experimental, rational, unique, humanitarian, free radical, eccentric, futuristic, detached, edgy. So with the Aquarius, it's all about innovating. It is definitely thinking outside the box. When we've got Aquarius, it may be a little bit, it's what I'm getting. I'm channeling this card and I'm sensing that some of you guys may have some wacky ideas that come through. This is going to be part of you. Maybe you guys are going to create something that's never been done before with the Innovator. You may just be so different to who you were, because the Aquarius is like, I am sensing this energy is so different to all the other energies of the cards. It's like so different. And it's really funny because Spirit talks to me. Oh, I have to tell every group. This is just beautiful. So Spirit gives me messages with color synchronicity. Okay. But there is this connection that Spirit does with me to receive messages. And it's about taking a bit of a color out of a card and putting it in that card. So can you see the orange and the orange here? So it's almost like a chunk of this card was put into this card. It just means that those 2 cards are connected. So we have the passion, we have the fire, we have the growth, and we have it with the Aquarius Innovator. So I just sense that there, oh my God, like you are going to be fueling your passion. There's going to be an idea that is really inspiring. But I'm also just getting that you may be experimenting with your expression as well, guys. It could just be this new liberating feeling of, you know, I want to go out and experiment with who I am. And there is quite a bit of creativity here, I feel. You may not have, I'm talking about your look as well, but I'm also talking about forms of expression. You may, with Aquarius, I'm sensing like they are very unique. You can't really put them in a box. You can't tell them, okay, this person is, this is who they are. Like the Aquarius gives me this vibe of like, I won't know exactly who you are. You may surprise people at many different moments. You may try to like, as soon as someone predicts or knows who you are, you're just like, no. You'll do something really radical just because we've got like eccentric, futuristic, disruptive, edgy. It's like no one will really be able to predict what kind of person you are. So yeah, but internally we know that you are deeply spiritual with the High Priestess. Oh, I keep bumping this thing. Try not to. What else do we have? Empty well, time to replenish. Can you see the color synchronicity as well? This is crazy. Can you see that orange? The Spirit's just putting all these different little orange. Oh. So that to me, pile number 3, is you. That's just you finally putting your empty well, like, to rest. Like, you're no longer feeling empty. Like I said, there was like some missing piece here, missing cup. And cups represent love, right? Oh my God, we're talking about a missing cup, and look what we have. Who has a cup here? We have one cup, which is the Ace of Cups. Oh, I'm getting so emotional right now. I'm getting so emotional. So it's funny, I'm talking about there's a missing cup, and I feel like there's the cup. But it's too freaking big to put with all the other cups because it's nothing like those cups. It's nothing like those cups. This is your new you. This is your new beginning, or there's new love for yourself. It's just like, look at it. Your cup is overflowing. We're talking about an empty well, right? Your well is not empty anymore. It says time to replenish. So you're replenishing. You have, with all this passion of fire and growth and change within yourself, you finally are comfortable with your identity. And it doesn't have to be a specific, like, you're not putting yourself in a box. So that's why you've got the identity crisis. It's almost like you're okay with it. You're okay with being a little bit unpredictable and not tied down. It's almost like having an identity crisis is fine for you. But it grounds you because you've got the High Priestess, okay? You listen to your inner guidance. You are just really full of like hidden mysteries. So yeah, pile number 3, you are going to be replenishing on a very deep level. You finally have the missing cup, but it's not anything from the past. It's almost like that past cup broke or went missing, and you're like, it's okay, I've now gone out and bought my own cup. And I'm so happy. Like, she's smiling. She's freaking smiling. So let's get some intuitive messages. This is such a beautiful story that's come through for you. Let's get some intuitive messages. These may be like advice messages from Spirit before we close your reading. Oh, this is so nice. I think I'm just going to get you one more. Okay, so what do we have? We have your life is a mirror of your internal world. What needs clearing out? Yes, I think this is, you know, what's clearing out from the past, this person or this relationship, this missing cup. You know, it's like you don't need to bring that cup back. That cup's gone. Let it go. Okay, it's okay. So it's, yeah, definitely clearing your internal world, clearing your well. What else do we have? People need your knowledge. You can help many people live a life they've always wanted. Yes, you're the High Priestess. You have Archangel Haniel with you as well. Deep psychic connection. So you can connect to your I'm feeling like your feminine, how do I say it? Like your feminine goddess within you. Listen to her, because she has things that she wants to say to you. And I feel like it will be knowledge that will be able to help other people. And you can help other people now that your cup is full. Like, a lot of people cannot help other people if their cup is freaking empty. You have so much love and happiness and joy to give with this Ace of Cups. And it's beautiful. People need it. I mean, it landed on the Ace of Cups, this card. Go meet some people. Someone wants to meet a person exactly like you. Yeah, so you're meant to express. You're meant to give your cup away, your overflowing cup. Okay? Someone wants to meet someone just like you. What you think others think of you is actually not correct. So maybe you think that other people don't. Maybe you have a preconceived conception of what other people think of you. Spirit's like, no. I think people really, really love your energy, pile number 3. They do. Like, this is you, the Ace of Cups. That's you. Look at the blue here. Look at the blue synchronicity. What was I saying? I feel like you have so much psychic wisdom for you. So pile number 3, that was your reading. I hope you got something out of it. I'm just going to leave it there. If you felt like something resonated, please leave a comment and subscribe. I'm going to try and start doing 3 readings a week. I also am doing private readings, so if you want a private reading, go to therapythroughcards.com. Okay.